Hi, I'm Ayla.
And I'm Andi.
And welcome to
Sinister Dynasty. As you can tell on our beautiful mugs that we've got. Can they see them?
Can you see them?
Oh,
We've also got Chris here.
Hi.
He's behind the scenes, our BTS guy, as Ayla found out today. That means
Behind the scenes.
behind the scenes.
But if you want a mug, you can get a mug from our website. Yes, our website.
Our website, yeah.
Cool, exciting. I'm stressed.
Oh yeah, I think we've already got all the talk out of the way.
I know.
In the last hour, we don't really know what
No,
else to
we'll
talk
start again. We'll start again. Right.
So we probably need our first question now, Chris. The conversation's
No, we've got this. So tell me about yourself.
Tell me about myself. Okay, well, I'm Andi.
How old are you?
I just turned 24, actually. Yeah, not long after you did.
Cool.
And my boss knows this, so it's fine. I'm slightly hungover today. And that is me.
Why are you hungover?
Oh, I had a really good weekend with my netball girls, who I hope are watching. Oh, I probably should have told them too, shouldn't I? That would have been a better idea. Oh well, and tell me a bit about yourself, Ayla.
As Andi said, I'm 24. I'm not hungover, but I am exhausted just
Same
from
thing.
life.
Yeah, I feel that too as well. Honestly, my mind's gone blank now. This live chat's kind of stressing me out a bit.
Nah, she'll be right. But we'll just roll on. Yeah, now I said that, I'm quite nervous.
Chris, what was our first question?
How did the podcast start? What happened there?
Oh, so I was working at Ayla's place. So we were working from home.
In this room, actually.
Oh yeah, I was in this room, wasn't it? Oh, we were having a break. We were having like a lunch break. And we were just yarning. And you were talking about how you listen to like the Morbid podcast, eh?
Yeah, we were having a lunch break.
You still work there. Don't say that. Yeah, and then we came up with it. Oh, we were like, oh yeah, why don't we just make a podcast? Ha ha. And I think we joked to Chris about it, and then he's like, "Yep, let's do it." And we didn't have a chance to say no, really. So we had to go through with it.
I have to admit, I did try and make a podcast with someone else, but honestly, all the work that goes into this, I'd be screwed without you two.
Yay!
Absolutely screwed.
I'll take that. Second best, but I'll take it.
No way. I honestly do not think the podcast would have taken off like it did.
Yeah,
Without
like it
you.
did. Without what, five
viewers.
viewers.
That's all good.
Yes, big hands to Chris.
Yeah, who does?
Who does literally everything.
Everything.
Because we don't know what to do.
We do a lot of research though.
Yeah, well, one time we did try editing, but funny story. So I was editing a podcast, and then it was on my phone because I didn't know how to do it on my laptop. And then my cat just walks up to give me cuddles, and I was like, yay! And I've been doing it for like an hour, and then her tail or something just hit my phone somehow, and it deleted everything. And I had to do it all over again. So I'm not going to listen to the Mona Blaze podcast because I've already listened to it like 2 or 3 times, freaking editing it. Yeah.
I don't even listen to our podcast. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. You know when you hate your own voice? Yeah, well, I hate my own voice.
I hate it when I say so... Oh yeah, again, just if you want to get drunk, listen to my Cursor Jensen podcast, which I'm hoping to redo. You'll get really pissed after like 10 minutes.
I also would like to, I haven't talked to you about this, surprise, but I'd like to re-record the, our first case, which is Graham Stanley.
Stanley Graham.
Stanley Graham, sorry. And with that, you know, there was a lot of giggling in that.
Yeah.
But I think I could do him a
You
lot
could
more
do
justice.
him. You could do him, I guess, if you were 100 years
I hate
older.
you.
Yeah.
Lucy says that we all sound so much better in our heads.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I fully agree.
I was going to say that because I think I sound fantastic in my head.
It's like when you were singing. Or did you
Or
remember
in
when
the
you were
shower.
singing and you like record yourself? You're like, oh yeah, I'm going to be on X Factor, and then you listen to the voice recording and it's like, yeah. Sorry.
But when me and Andi went to the pub one night with Marco
Oh yeah.
for dinner,
Yeah.
and I won a slushy machine.
Oh, that's
I didn't win a
Yeah.
slushy machine. There was like a raffle and some other guy won it, and I was like, I'll give you 2 jugs for that. Brought him 2 jugs and got the slushy machine. But while we were out, I was talking to someone about the podcast, some old guy, lovely guy, and there's a poem about Stanley Graham.
Oh, that's right. And he was trying to show it to you, eh?
He knew it off by heart, and I should have recorded it. I don't know why I didn't, but in the book written about Stanley Graham, which I must find, I'm sure it's at a library somewhere, but it's got the poem in it, so I'd like to potentially go into more depth about that as well.
That'd be quite cool. Well, because you and Chris really had the idea that we could kind of look into the cases as we get rolling and we get better and better at it, we'll probably have a lot better research skills, or maybe like you guys, our 10 viewers, have some information for us. Oh, so we got more than that, we're doing well. But maybe you guys have a bit more, so we could like go back into the cases later on and things might come out a bit more. Yeah, I think that would be really cool to do.
And now we've got a microphone.
Oh yes, we've invested. How much was it? $150 or something.
Yeah, good investment.
We did really good.
Except it thinks it's a speaker when you're recording with it.
Oh well. Well, that's better than our iPhone anyway, because you were recording on an iPhone and we'd like balance it between the two of us.
And then I'd have to move it away from the cat and then make a rustling noise.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because my cat, her name's Boo Boo, so she's got like a little collar on her and the bell just jingles, and she really likes cuddles, so she likes coming up to Ayla and I just to give us lots of cuddles or all her purrs and stuff.
Yeah.
She's a very happy cat.
It makes editing so hard.
We'll have to show her to you guys one time. Maybe we'll do a live chat next at my place. And
Yeah.
Here's Boo Boo.
I've got 2 cats. One of them might make an appearance.
Maybe.
The other one will not. But the one that will make an appearance is pure black and fluffy, and he looks like a little witch's cat, which he is.
And what's his name?
His name was supposed to be Salem, named after Salem from Sabrina, because he looks taxidermied occasionally. But his name's Possum because he is an absolute mess.
And he's always in fights and stuff as well.
Shivers,
Eh?
yeah, he's got a massive cut on his head at the moment. He's such a wee accident-prone thing.
Oh, he's gorgeous though.
Andrew has suggested that we look into the 1986 Greymouth Threadneedle Street siege.
Oh, okay.
19...
Do you want to write that down,
Do we
Chris?
ever-
Because
Yeah.
I'll forget it. That's a good idea.
And Lucy says that Boo Boo could be our mascot.
I actually said that, Lucy, so I think we should have Boo Boo and maybe Possum and Emmy as well in the
Emmy.
background. If we
Yeah.
can ever get Emmy to post
So,
some photos.
The picture that I recently posted of just the reminder for this live chat, that black cat, that was Emmy.
Oh, so she did pose with your wine.
Yes, with my wine.
Priorities, ladies.
And men who like wine. We
And-
appreciate you.
And Marco was asking, what location do you think our first on-site podcast will be?
Oh, what's that on? Oh, we're going to the Black Bull
Oh.
Hilton. That's right. So when are we doing that? In early December, I think. We were meant to go to Seaview, but that never happened. So
I need to bring in a book.
oh, we still haven't done that.
We might go out there for dinner on Thursday and I'll book while we're there.
That sounds good. Yeah, good, because the dates keep on changing. And then I really want to go up to Napier to go to the they've got something in Napier. I've completely blanked what it is.
Hamden's got that, is it an old hospital?
Yeah.
Old hospital.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That'd be cool to go to.
Yeah, we're just gonna do a tiki tour everywhere. So you guys keep paying us money, and then we'll just go have fun. And
I mean,
video it.
I'm still going to go have fun anyway.
Gotta do, especially because we missed our girls' trip, which I'm sorry about. I got a new job and I couldn't get leave, and then we had netball on anyway that weekend, so we couldn't do it anyway. That's right.
Yeah, was that, I don't know what weekend that
It was
was.
meant to be with Jaden for the end of August. Oh, shout out to Jaden. Oh, shout out to Johanna, our $60 a month Patreon. Woohoo!
She's offered to do a whole heap of research for us if we ever need it.
Yeah, which is awesome. And she's going to come to the Black
Black
Bull
Bull.
as well, eh? Yeah, that's going to be so much fun.
Perks of being a Patreon.
Yes, you get to go on trips with us.
Yeah.
Oh, I did say though, so Ayla said, so we're just going to go to the Black Bull and we're all going to get our own separate rooms, right? And I'm like, fuck no, it's haunted. I'm not sleeping anywhere but with you guys.
They do have rooms for that, though. They have, like, bunk rooms and stuff.
Like for the haunted things.
No,
I suppose
the
the whole thing's
entire,
haunted.
the entire thing's haunted.
Right, yeah. We got to get like that bouncy foam thingy majiggy
Oh, yeah,
for
the one that stops me shaking.
yeah, we got to
Right.
get that and we can pass that around us.
And
Yeah.
Andrew has volunteered his ghost hunting gear if you'd like to borrow it for the Black Ball.
Oh, hell
Honestly.
yes.
I think that'd scare me a wee bit too much, and I don't scare easily. We're not just going to the Hilton, though. We're going to go to the community hall, which is one of the most haunted places on the South Island.
I hadn't
Said
heard that
to
we were
be.
going there, so
We're going there, surprise. And
Okay.
there's a murder that was committed there as well,
Why haven't we done this yet?
because we're waiting to go to Blackpool.
Oh, that makes more sense, yeah. And then you guys can actually see us on a little adventure and me like shitting myself. Hopefully not literally.
We'll go and get you some holy water, and you can
Oh,
carry around you
Oh,
some
no.
holy water.
But say if I drank it, it'd probably burn my throat.
Andrew also has an Osmo. I don't know what that is.
Yes, please explain.
Is that radio thing? And then it
Oh, and then you
scans through
replay it. And
it scans through a whole heap of radio channels real fast, and spirits find it quite easier to speak through.
yeah, and then you pause it, and then you play it, and then you can hear the spirit talking. Is that what you're saying?
No, as it scans through, it sort of talks.
Oh.
I don't know,
what
but that
is.
would be very cool. We
Oh.
might eventually look into that.
That would be cool,
Especially
actually.
maybe going to Seaview.
Yeah, we do that. I really want to do it on a really shit day.
Almost
Then it'll
probably.
be, well, we live on the coast. Every day is pretty bad.
Yeah, we were trying to walk into my house before, me and Chris, and it was like torrential. We
Oh,
were
no.
maybe 6 meters apart from each other, and I could not hear a word he was saying to me.
Oh,
And he was like
jeez.
yelling at me.
Stupid rain.
Stupid rain.
But that's alright, my veggie garden will appreciate you.
Well,
Do you want a lettuce to take home?
Yes, actually. Tracy gave me a pumpkin, so I'd really have a lettuce too. I'd
Oh,
love
you can have a lettuce.
to. Yeah. I'll see if Tracy's got more pumpkins.
So our last case that was just released yesterday is the Schleifer murders. You got anything to say about those?
Oh,
That
they're
was your
really
case, Andy.
sad.
Yeah.
Can we do a quick recap on what that was?
It's the I've forgotten his name, Brian.
Brian,
and
yeah.
he was the granddad, and they were living on
Oh.
the farm.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we recorded it a while ago. But yeah, that was horrible. That was like your Aramoana case because a kid died. His name was Adam, I think, and it was just so sad. And then especially with your case too, like that they were left. Well, everyone was kind of left there overnight because
Yeah.
it was unsafe to go get them. I don't think I'm going to do another case like that because I read through it quite fast because it was just really depressing. You couldn't make jokes about any of that. I
No.
try to keep everything lighthearted, but it's really hard sometimes. But yeah. What's your, actually that's going to be a question. I think Chris was going to remind us. What's your favourite case that we've done so far?
Oh god, I don't know. I should have listened.
Yeah, I was just going to say
earlier.
you should listen to me. Pump up our
Remember.
listens.
Yeah, well, I don't know what they sound like recorded, but while we do them, this was the first recording of George, David Bain. Was it David Bain?
David Bain, yeah.
Man, our first recording
Oh,
of that.
that's right.
Ah!
So we had to re-record our David Bain case because we were blackout drunk.
We were wasted. I don't even know what we were saying. I think it's still somewhere. I think we've got it. But we sent it to Chris, like real proud of it. And then, because we don't remember anything. And then the next couple of days he went over, he's like, you guys have to re-record this. Like, this is a terrible. But it was funny though, because we were so drunk, you didn't remember any of the case. So when I was telling it to you again, you were like, oh.
Wow.
Oh, and I gave you a key to a house, that's right. I like maybe like a week later, I was looking at my keys, I was like, oh, I'm missing one. And Marco's like, yeah, you gave it to Ayla. So she can get let into your house.
So Meg from Australia says, hi,
Ooh.
nice to see a true crime channel from New Zealand.
Yes, hi Meg.
Hey.
You got the same name as my childhood best friend, so shout out to you.
Eventually, I'd like to cover a few Aussie cases. I think Aussie's got some cray stuff going on.
Yeah, because we've got someone who gave us, I was actually saying that earlier, she gave us a book of just the big murders that occurred over in Aussie. So it'd be really cool, like you said, to branch out a bit, especially once we get a bit better at it too along the way. Then it'll be cool to do like the more high profile ones.
Like one-off cases kind of thing, is it?
Yeah.
A special or something.
Yeah. Oh, I was meant to print something off at work today. I completely forgot that we were going to do like a minute or something worth of cases today each.
That's
So-
fine. I've got some stuff printed out if we need it. But
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
But
Good, because I'm not prepared at all.
so
I did bring,
because we didn't answer, because I couldn't answer that question. What was your favourite case that we've done?
all I can think of is the George Wilder one that I did because
Oh,
no
that
one
was
died in it.
crazy.
Yeah, because no one died in it pretty much.
Is that the folk hero one?
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
folk hero one when he keeps escaping from prison. But you did a really good one. Well, all of yours have been really good, but
Debatable.
what was the one that I listened to? It was just before the Mona Blades one. I can't remember what one it was.
Mona Blades.
It was before that
Was
one.
it George Wilder?
There was the one that I did.
No, sorry.
I can't remember.
Walter
Bolton.
Walter Bolton, that's it. And I keep going to because on our website, if you go to our website, so we've got little descriptions under the episodes. And I've listened to the Walter Bolton case, so I get so sucked into it and it's really good, but I get really confused in it as well, so you'll notice that there's no description for that episode because
Yes.
I just, we'll get there, but I just can't focus on it because I just get so sucked into the story because it was screwed up, man,
It was crazy.
yeah.
Plot twists everywhere.
Poisoning. Oh, what's that one? Yeah,
Poisoning
that's
seems
right.
like a very prominent women's game though, so.
Oh yes, I'm reading Fire and Blood at the moment. I was late to my meeting with Chris and Ayla today because I was reading it, and poisoning is considered like a dishonourable death, and you should not use it if you want to kill people. But then you get away with it easier. So
Murder's pretty dishonourable and.
well, this
all
was like hundreds of centuries ago, so I don't think they really cared about murder back then. At least it was with poison. They did care about that. Yeah.
So our next case coming up next week is about gay oaks. Do you want to give a bit of a sneak preview on that one?
Oh yes.
Oh, the $20.
No, that's Gwenda Sloan.
So we
Oh,
already
far
have
out.
the
I've only got
yes.
the book about.
yeah,
I know. Yeah, the garden.
Killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, no.
Spoilers!
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one.
The garden murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay, I'm with you, sorry.
was
We've
a
only
very
just
brief-
recorded this one as well. But
I'll show that's right, we're quite behind now.
yeah, it was
I've got two there.
it's crazy. It's a very high profile case.
Yeah.
So it touches on the subject. Can I talk about the subject of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Chris, I
Take it
don't know
away.
what I'm doing. It touches on the base of the battered woman syndrome.
Yeah.
So when women and men also, I'm pretty sure men can get this as well,
Yeah.
but it's very, when someone's been in a relationship full of abuse for years, the battered woman syndrome comes in saying that they can't think straight, they're not thinking straight because they've just endured all these years of abuse. So it touches on that, and it touches on white baiting in Westport.
Very nice.
And yeah, I brought a book on it and I'm still to read it fully, but I skimmed over a lot of it and it's really interesting. And it is a woman kills man case, so that's
Yeah.
also very interesting. I think that's our first one where the woman kills the man,
Supposedly, I think maybe.
off the top of my head.
But I was
could be wrong.
I was quite shocked though, because you went into it really well how you were recording it, and I had no idea what happened, and then you obviously what she did, And then I was like, hold up, like, because I wasn't expecting it. Like,
Yeah,
at
at
all.
the end, isn't it? Yeah, so there was the
Yeah,
lead
close
up
to the
to
end.
what happened, and then at the end, well, close to the end, there was, you know, the event
What
that
she
played
did.
out.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, you just don't expect it, really. Well, you guys will now because you've listened to this. But yeah, it was really well done. And yeah. Oh, actually, no, I've got a question. So I have done a case, and it might be a bit, maybe not the best case to do, but I've already done all the research for it. So I just want to get your opinion. Maybe, I don't know how we'll get it. Maybe flick us a message or something. So I've
Or comment now.
Or
comment now. So my idea is to do the Ben Smart and Olivia Hope case, but that was a while ago, but it was still quite recent, and it's still there's
I
a
think
public
you should
divide
do
on it.
I have just brought a book. Who Killed Scott Guy? Don't look into it because we're doing a case on this. But I just brought this off Trade Me. And the lady that I brought it off mentioned that she had a book on Olivia Hope and Ben Smart.
Okay.
So once she finishes reading that, she's going to hit me up and I'm going to buy it,
Okay.
along with every other true crime book she's got, hopefully.
Yeah. Because I reckon it would be good to do, but also I want to make sure that I can word it properly as well. Because like I said, like I'm quite new to this, so I don't want to screw it up. And then of course, because it was so publicised and people still kind of talk about it now, it's like, oh, well, I've got to word it very carefully to do it. So
I think you'll be alright. I think it'll be a good case to cover.
because it's a two-parter as well, it's a lot of information. Yeah.
I haven't even released my first. We haven't even recorded my first two-parter yet. But I did a case on the weekend, and I'm not going to tell you because I'm so excited. And I'm so pumped about it. It's such a good case.
Okay. Well, let's get together over the weekend and just smash out all these ones. And then when we listen to them, well, when I listen to them, because you won't listen to them, I'll be like, oh,
I am so pumped for my two-parter. It is going to be good. It's not just about murder. I'm not.
So it's a funny one or funny-ish.
It's not funny. It's just.
Okay.
It's crazy. Like it's
Interesting.
unbelievable. This happened. Started here in New Zealand, but I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I am so pumped with it.
Well, if we do that this weekend, did you maybe, because I don't know if we've got any more recorded after this, did you maybe want to see if we can release it the following weekend, or the following 2 weekends, if we get it done? Because I don't really want to wait. Oh, no, I won't have to wait because I'm part of the podcast. Don't worry. No, we could. Don't worry.
We'll release it soon and there will be a big lead up to it because I'm so pumped about it.
Oh, awesome. Okay, that sounds good.
But that's the only case I've got pre-written.
Okay, yeah, because I've got 2 pre-written, so the Olivia Hope and Ben Smart one, and another one that I'm not going to say, but everyone knows.
It's a very controversial case as well, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, but it's a lot older, so I kind of feel okay talking about my opinion for that case.
Bit of a theme going on here with the controversial cases.
Yeah, I need to stay away from them. So my next case will be back in like the 1900s, I think. That's probably the safest way to go about it.
So I just wanted to talk, we talked about this, but the David Robertson case, so that's the one that's recently, the 24-year quest to find the murderer of David Robertson.
Yeah.
So this has recently been a huge topic, so we will cover this in the future, but at the moment we want to wait and get all the information that we can on this case before we release it, because we want to do the best we can for this case. And every other case that we do, obviously.
Yeah, especially because this one's in the media right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with it being in such, I don't know, such a spotlight, we want to wait until everything's happened so that we can put everything together and we're not then updating you a month down the track because another trial's happened or something like that.
And also we can't be bothered doing that either, so it kind of saves us time and effort later.
We try. We really try. We also work like 40 hours a week, so we try our best, okay?
Oh well, what's the plan though? Oh, the plan is maybe one day it will take off and we can leave our day jobs. But I think that's a faraway dream at this point.
I wouldn't mind just dropping down a few hours and having like a Friday or a Monday off.
We're talking about 4-day weeks at the moment, actually. But it won't happen. But it's, a girl can dream.
So obviously it's Halloween today. Do you guys have any Halloween message for anyone?
Should I show everyone my profile photo? No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. What's the Oh, you've got your little Halloweeny spooky story, don't you? Do you want to do your little spooky?
Do we want to do my little spooky?
How long's your little spooky?
Go
I
on.
told you I needed my laptop. Just 2 seconds while we load.
I'm glad your laptop's working again. That's good.
Yeah,
What's
I
my
don't know what
Halloween
happened.
message? Don't drink too much, kids. You have a 2-day hangover and it's not worth it.
Don't hurt black cats. Black cats are beautiful.
So while Ayla's loading, is there anything that the fans can do to help us?
But leave a 5-star review. Chris drilled me on this before we came on here. So leave a 5-star review on our listening platforms. Is it just Spotify?
Anything that they're listening on?
Anything, yeah. So I think I have done that a while ago. And yeah, pretty much just keep listening to us. Just keep doing what you're doing, really. Keep up the good work, guys. We really appreciate it. We actually are doing pretty well, we think, for how early this podcast has started. So that made sense, I think. Yes. Oh, okay, we're ready.
Are we ready?
Cool.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, I did a little bit of research. Not a great amount, but a little bit of research. A couple of months ago, leading up to Halloween, because
You're onto it.
I'm a spooky girl. Even though I don't dress like it, I'm spooky at heart. So, we're going to talk about the Auckland witches.
Spooky. That just reminds me of the what was it called? Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus witches. I watched number 2 the other day. It was actually pretty alright. Hocus Pocus 2.
Isn't she standing on a Roomba?
Yeah, and then they put like salt around the witches, and they're like, "Oh no!"
No,
and
don't tell me, don't tell
Oh
me.
no, but the Roomba just goes through the salt, and it's like, oh, they can get out of the circle now.
So everybody, this is what my editing is like behind the scenes, having to cut out all of these segues.
Let us know if you want us to keep them in.
No.
We still need you guys to listen to the green carpet and the green curtains
Oh,
from the David Bain case.
We ramble on about carpet and drapes for like
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Sorry, Chris.
So, righty, this isn't that long. It's 2 pages.
That's good though. That's a good amount of time.
And I'll cut it a lot shorter because there's a lot of just stuff in here. So, at the Auckland Domain, I don't know which one it is because I didn't write that down. Which, the one that is spread over 75 hectare, which is about 184 acres.
Yeah,
It's filled with sports fields, green space, walking paths, museums and gardens. So off the Garden Road in a spot called Watson Bequest,
That already
Yep.
sounds kind of creepy.
Watson's Bequest, there is a small pond, and next to the pond there's a sculpture which is said to depict or commemorate 3 witches who were executed in the Auckland Domain, said to be hung from a tree under which the sculpture sits.
Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
yeah, that's interesting.
So the witches are said to haunt the domain, seeking vengeance for those who put them to death or to frighten others that wander into their orbit. It is unclear when the story of the witches began, but it begins as, sometime in the 1800s, 3 witches were caught and hung in trees in an area of swampland, which is now part of the domain. The information around this is very scarce. There's reports of when walking through the woods at night you can hear a low growl or a cackling laugh. Tall, thin figures wandering through the trees, dark shadows swinging in the branches of the trees, covered in cuts and scratches. Oh no, you get covered in cuts and scratches. Sorry, my bad. I can't even read my own fucking writing.
I'm just thinking we should have turned the light off and got like a flashlight and be like, ooh.
Candle. So, the feeling like something has scratched your skin with long, sharp claws. Horrifying human-like howls and growling comes from the trees. A dark figure was seen jumping from tree to tree, making hissing sounds. Sounds like my cat when it chases the other one. So, you can summon them. I don't know if I should be telling you this, but I'm going to tell you how to summon them. If you drive down the road leading to the spot where the witches were hung, stop your vehicle and turn off your headlights. You might be able to call them out to play, and you will be able to see them through the trees.
Is that where we could use Andrew's Osmo or something? The witchy... Oh no, that kind of makes... Yeah.
But that sounds awfully like that case where you drive over the rail tracks in America somewhere. You turn off your... No, you don't. You drive onto the rail track somewhere. You turn off your car, leave it and drive, but the car's off, handbrake down, and something pushes you off the tracks.
Oh.
No thanks.
Yeah, no thank you, I'm good. We're not going to go up there, are we?
What, to Auckland?
Or to where they push you off the train track?
No,
It's in America.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Let's do it.
We might go to the domain one day. So, there's no evidence of witches ever being hung, but it is a story that's been passed through generations.
There's probably been like lots of changes to it then, I guess. But it does make for a scary story.
Yeah.
Witches being hung.
So, when you get to the domain, pull over to the left and turn off your lights. The three witches are right in front of you between the two trees. They move, shake, and sometimes scream. And so it could also be a story that, you know, parents told their children to like keep them inside.
There's like the Minnie Dean one, the Minnie Dean
Oh,
stories. Yeah, where they did something. Oh, Minnie Dean will eat you if you stay up, if you don't go to sleep tonight.
Fair enough, desperate times call for just desperate measures.
Should we use those methods?
What? How are you going to scare into bed with that? You've got a cat.
Boo-boo. Yeah, my boo-boo.
I'll try it with my cat tonight when she's walking over my pillow.
Millie.
Sorry. My cat's called Emmy.
Not Millie.
So, yeah, Minnie Dean's going to eat you, Emmy. Cool. So that was one of the cases. What else have I got?
Well, you've got a couple cases.
No, I do not.
Oh. Just having a look through. Yeah.
The Christchurch gondola does something. In the light of Halloween, we share our Christchurch gondola ghost stories. Oh, there's a gondola ghost story. This is copied from the internet, I'm sorry.
I hope you've got that sourced. As uni students, Chris and I will understand. You have to cite it.
APA 6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 7th actually
so
now.
it's been a
Yeah.
while.
I didn't go to uni, so I have no clue what
Probably a
that
good thing. You're not going to be in debt for the rest of your life.
means. Little do you know.
Well, that was very good, actually.
Yeah, I've got one over there as well, but I haven't. It's just printed off the internet. I was meant to read through it first. I thought you were going to have a story.
Well, I thought so too, and then I forgot about it, and I was like, oh. But it's written up. Maybe we'll have to do another live chat in the future, just so I can
next
do my
Halloween,
little
and
bit.
we'll have together some more stories, and
Yeah.
hopefully some of our own that we can share.
Our
Together,
own.
like,
Oh yes, I'm planning on murdering Chris, and we can talk about it.
Yay!
Yes.
That would be
Okay,
a lot
I'm
of
ready to
attention, I
go.
think.
Oh
catch
fuck!
us.
You would have to edit our own
Catch
stuff.
us for our live murder.
Oh no.
Live chat.
My partner's very scared of me doing that.
What? Oh, murdering him.
His live murder. But no, I mean ghost stories, like our own ghost stories from going and visiting a few haunted places.
Ah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
You know, there might be some old guy playing a piano, playing jazz in the corner or something. How cool would that be?
That would be cool, but
Until
I
he's
would
like-
only think it's cool after I've left the room screaming, and then I'd be like, oh, that was really cool. Yeah.
So what's the significance of the photo behind you?
Oh,
What is that?
I don't even know where it come from. I've forgotten where it come from.
We should have printed off a photo of us and chucked that up.
But this is a photo of. Sorry, this is a photo of the township of Dobson in the coal era. Coal era. Does that sound right?
Coal mining days.
Coal mining days.
Oh.
So yes, this one here is the main road, and you had to drive under the conveyor that the coal went on.
What if it
And
broke and
you-
did it break and
No.
kill people? Oh, okay.
No, you drove through and your car came out black from the coal dust.
Ooh.
And so how does that relate to our podcast?
Oh, sorry, you've got to lead us on so much.
I didn't even know where you're going.
So we have just covered the George Dobson case.
Ah,
And
yeah.
if you don't know who George Dobson is,
Read about us in our newspaper article.
do you know, have you heard of Arthur's Pass?
Wait for answers in the comments.
Yes!
Okay, great, I'll carry on. But Arthur's Pass was found by Sir
George.
Arthur.
No, it was found by George,
Arthur,
wasn't
no.
it?
Arthur Dudley.
No, it was found by Sir Arthur Dudley Dobson.
I thought George found it and he named
No.
it after Arthur.
No, so Arthur found it and George named it.
Ah, okay.
Yes, but
I need to pay attention.
George George was also a surveyor, and so was their other brother.
Edward.
Yes.
Edward. Yeah, I was listening for that bit.
Yeah. So George was murdered in what we now know as Dobson.
Can you point out where he was, or is it not?
I don't know where he was murdered.
Dobson's not a big place. I'm sure we could
So-
find it.
His memorial plot is back further this way.
We should have gone to visit that.
Oh, well, we can. It's just over to skip, hop, and a jump
That is true.
without saying where I live.
You were just going to say
I was
it.
gonna say.
Oh, very cool. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Or it could be further. No, it's further. It's back. It's back around where this thing is.
Yeah. Oh, very neat.
Yes. Coincidental that we already owned this, which is a wee bit weird, but yes, that was a good case though.
The George Dobson one.
Mm.
Yeah, because it kind of ties into the next case a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, when I get to it.
When you get to it. Oh, is that your two-parter?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I've still got to write. We're going to cover the Mangatapu murders.
Yeah.
I've got all the information there. I've just got to write it out now,
Cool.
and then that should hopefully be a two-parter if I can. I'm sure I can work it into being a two-parter.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so we've got a few cases. So yeah, if we just smash out a few this weekend, and then if you get that one done for like next weekend or something, then we can have a break for Christmas. We can get a Christmas break. Yay! One of those businesses that give out Christmas breaks.
So if we do 5 cases each, that gives us 10 weeks.
Okay, I need to do 2 more.
I need to do.
So if any of our viewers want to request a murder or a case, how can they
Yes.
do that?
Do they have to subscribe to our Patreon?
Oh no,
That's one way, yeah.
but you could comment it on Facebook maybe, or you can message us, or
Email us.
whatever our email is. I don't know what it is. Oh, we've got a Twitter page now, so you can tweet us too. I think we've got like 20 followers at the moment. I'm trying to get the numbers up. But you know, we're very open to cases because, well, I kind of half-ass looking for cases, and then when I find a good one, then I go into it. But I'm very lazy when it comes to actually choosing a case.
See, someone called CoxG's over on Twitch wants to know what you're up to. What are you doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
We are talking to you right now.
Shit talking like we do through all of our edited
If we had some wine, it would be more fun. It'd be like the David Bain thing all over again.
So what are we doing in regards to this now, or what are we doing in regards to a life?
They're
like
asking,
one-
are you lawyers?
Are we lawyers? Well, I'd like to think so. Maybe my loan would be paid off.
I
by
wish, man, that's like my dream career path.
now. Oh, that's right. You were going to try to do it online, weren't you?
No, you cannot do it
Yeah.
online in New Zealand.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, I've got to go over to Christchurch, and I'm like, that's too far for me.
Yeah, nah, you're not allowed to leave.
Maybe we need a segment like Guess the Profession. What does Andi and Ayla do?
Let's not guess.
Sometimes I don't even know myself.
What do Ayla and Andi want to do? Stay at home cat mums.
what? I don't even know what I want to do, really. Well, I was actually chatting to my partner about it, and I was like, this is really bad. We were talking about kids just before, and I was like, I don't know if I'd want to be a stay-at-home mum. How about we just adopt a kid who's 2 years old or 3 years old, and then you get the 20 hours free ECE, and then I can go back to work part-time and then look after it at home. It's so bad. But it's a good idea. I mean, you're adopting someone and you love it. So you love him or her or they very much, them very much.
Andrew says that you wind up me for a living.
Wind up me for a living. Oh, I like that. Is he talking to you, Chris?
Yes.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's pretty much a wrap up, guys. Do you want to wrap things up?
Yes. I don't know how to do that. I guess we'll just say thanks for listening thanks for watching our live chat.
I'm Ayla.
And I'm Andi.
And Chris was here.
Oh, Chris was
Hi.
here too. And that was our first live chat on Halloween.
We might come back for more.
Fun.
Better next time.
Better next time. Our slogan, better next time.
Just like our podcasts.
Cool. Thanks, guys.